they're trying to engage full on, like, especially in the late game, Nautilus might just get ripped to shreds. And then if you don't have a front line, good luck team fighting. I don't know. It's
I think the Nongshim draft has like it's way better. It does so much more because I think if you don't get Rascal fed and Rascal becomes like a really big threat in the side, like, or you don't get anyone else, like if Ruler gets like 3 kills early, then the game changes, right? Like it becomes a completely different kind of thing. Or if Dogdom and Kalin get bot gapped. But in a fairly even game state, you can hard engage with the Nongshim comp. You can go in aggressively with a big Azir play, right? And Encore and a Killer Instinct to follow up. But when you're kiting back, it's also incredibly strong. Camille and Olaf want to play very far forward and trying to do that into an explosive cast. So much good bot laners to the LPL, right? People, they found the hook though. Never mind.
God, Chronicler, it's your second pass. How are you so good at cursing these players already?
Thank you.
Yeah, I like this from Peanut. You know, he's kind of just hanging around. He's like expecting this kind of gank, this pressure to come in because no flash. And this counter gank could be huge, but the Seraphine in the front line might get burst down. You see Peanut, they're going to turn immediately onto him and take him down for first blood. That is massive for Gen.G. And now Duckdom with no flash available. He's just going to get run down as well. And that's what Gen.G really needed, and we're looking for this early lead, and they will find it. And it's a little bit more of an isolated situation. You can have some luck. I don't know what's going on. Bay just not understanding that BDD is about to hit level 6. That is a pretty massive mistake.
Addition to the team. And yeah. I mean, you said it. He hit 6, and that is immediately the end of it. Like, he has the orbs. That must have been a miscalculation.
Gen.G very slow, I feel. They're gonna give the Drake over, and the Dredgeline misses. So, looking to try to force this fight now. We're gonna have that ultimate now onto Kellen, and the engage comes in. The Hextech ultimatum miss on the Moonlight Vigil, but it doesn't matter because they're still gonna kill Rich. But at the end of the day, I feel like that's not bad for Nongshim. You know, they're pretty far behind, but they still get that Infernal Drake at this point. A 2-man Seraphine ultimate. There's still a chance that you win that one, and you just gave up the Infernal, so... They don't want to give away this objective as well, but they will. Actually, Peanut is going to be able to take it, and Clid now trying to zone them out of it. Rascal taking a lot of damage. Really nice 2-man stun comes out. They want to try to deny this Rift Herald take, but in comes Bay looking for the engage. Immediately gets exhausted though, and Peanut over the wall is not able to do too much but disengage. That's going to be another kill as well onto Rich. And so we will get the 2 kills here in favor of Gen.G, but at least Rich did pick up the
limits. Finding the exact moment at the right time is Ruler.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, he just stands him up. He's like, okay.
Very rough. Very. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of online casting, isn't it?
Here we go again. Miss on the scat of the week, but Bay is just going to go in there and die essentially. Doesn't have any idea about how to get out of that one. Peanut's like, I guess I'll use Lamb's Respite now 1v4. He's going to get stunned down and taken out. A very unfortunate position for Nongshim, and Gen.G just immediately chomped down.
Level of going in deep. They just saw him walk into the brush, and there is in fact, there was a brush there, right? Like Rascal couldn't see them. That's a spectator bug.
Try to hide in here because of the Ocean Rift, but here we go. The engage comes in, BDD from behind gets a 2-man stun, and that is the 2 carries as well. They don't care if it's 4v5. Gen.G are just gonna take the candy away from the baby. Easy win here in this fight. Triple kill for the Olaf. The ace as well, as Gen.G just immediately sweep them up.
Rascal ruining the close to perfect game there for Gen.G by dying. Of course, you know, also gave Drakes, but I would love to see what happened there. I think Rascal thought he had a flanking position, but he was spotted on the deep ward earlier. And here we see that skirmish in the jungle earlier, remember? Kalin used his Encore there. The lack of that big, insanely strong ultimate means we really don't want to engage from one angle. We've already discussed multiple times why that is really... Peanut?
What is going on here?
Buddy?
Really trying to force this one. I do not agree with that decision, let me just say, as Rascal is going to get it going as well. Peanut having a little bit of fun. And at this point, you know, it's 11,000 golden lead for Gen.G, so they're having a bit of fun as well.
Oh, Valdez.
They're going to isolate them. Yeah, this is not pretty.
Oh. You know, I gotta say, after
Ruler wasn't even there.
He's just clearing the mid wave. He's an AD carry, you know. He's got to get the creeps. And yeah, of course, you take Baron here. I really appreciate this after having like one of the longest LCK days possible.
That's kind of the absolute state of this game right now. The Olaf is 8, 0, and 10. He has his 2-item spike plus more at this point in the game. He can 1v5, I feel like, at this point. Not even joking. Like, I'm pretty sure he can. He doesn't need his teammates, but, you know, he'll share. He's a nice guy. Flash comes in here. Oh, BDD just making him look silly. Quadra kill. We could give this over to Ruler, actually. You see they're trying to slow him up, but the kill will just be after taken here by BDD. That's unfortunate for Ruler, but certainly 25-2 is a good lead for Gen.G. They'll be happy with that one. And you see they're not backing off. They know how ahead they are, and they're just going to stick around. Nice cast, though, from Rich. Will this be the turnaround? 1,000 gold over to the 80 carry, over to Duckdom. That's pretty nice, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to matter too much as they get the hook on the Seraphine. And once again, it's 4v3, so even with that Kaisa, you're still going to be almost dying in your fountain. Ruler does go down, but immediately Duckdom follows. And Gen.G going to be looking to take an insanely quick game here for game number 1 up against Nongshim Red Force. We're looking at 23.5 minutes to get the job done. They're not going to take out Peanut, but they did that many times because Damwon Kia versus Liv Sandbox was also a pretty stompy stomp. Here is the the graphs that we always look at. That's a lot of Olaf damage.
I actually did not expect that. I thought it was going to be mainly BDD. Obviously, Ruder had a couple of highlight plays. But Clid, I mean, he was extremely fat. He was, as you said, I think they could have 2v5 that as long as everyone just, like, you know, stayed in melee range of him. Yeah. But to see this amount of damage from the jungle is nice. Must feel good for Clid as well, as we've seen Flawless play the last couple of times. And I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. This is the Gen.G that we've seen time.
This one
as well.
And they just have so much wombo combo. They have fantastic engage and so many great pieces behind it, right? They're going to have the Udyr Orianna combo, the Orianna Rel combo. You know, there's so much going on. Even Orianna with Pantheon is great. And again, it's Gen.G up against Nongshim. And if it's anything like game number 1, I think this might even... I wouldn't say it's going to be more one-sided than game 1, but we might see a repeat performance, perhaps, coming into game number 2.
It very well might be. And, you know, Nongshim's comp has things. Peanut has an amazing Italy. We've already seen that. There are things like the Rakan and the Nada that can have a lot of impact. You have good poke with Victor and Italy. So now you can just go in here, get vision. He will not spot Peanut. He can just kill him here.
Peanut? Sir, this is not your jungle. Please leave. Well, and here he is again. Rich is still taking traits, looking for this one. Rascal misses the Q. And this might be the first blood coming in if he goes for the flash. He misses the boomerang. And that is not going to be Rascal going down.
No. At this point, you don't really need to, right? You can just play it slow, shove out the wave, and then look for maybe a Punish on Bay or the Rift Herald when it will spawn. Rascal needs to be careful, though.
Well, the spear is going to be off, and you see that Peanut is sticking around as much as possible, waiting for that Mega Gnar, and they will be able to convert. There it is. We got a dive in the bottom side, though, from the side of Gen.G. Fantastic disengage, though, from Duckdom and Kellen, who do get out of there. But Ruler and Life will be able to reap some of those benefits from the turret plays, at least.
Not really what you're looking for.
Yeah. So here's this play up on the top side, and at first it doesn't look like much, but then you see the Gnar bar, and you're like, oh, this could actually turn into something big. Great stun up against the wall, lands the wallop as well. And Rich takes about 3 turret shots.
Be happy with that turn of events.
Yeah. Ruler's just getting free farm in the bottom side. And the longer this goes on, you know, he goes back, he picks up an item, now he can join. So they're not even going to wait that long. The engage comes in, Clid flashes forward and gets stunned up, but it does not matter. They do not have the damage, and that Grand Skyfall comes in from Rascal, and they pick up 2 kills. Gen.G with another massive lead here in game number 2.
And it's starting to look like game number 1. You've spent so much resources trying to make it work on the top side of the map. But then it doesn't work out. Maybe a retake here, because they are kind of low. Use a lot of ultimates.
Well, looks like Gen.G are very aggressively looking to push them away.
Yeah, never mind, Ruin was there. It's over.
They're actually still going. The spear is going to miss. That is so unfortunate. The Void Seeker does land, but it doesn't matter because he's going to survive anyway. And Kai'Sa's not going to go that deep.
One-sided game we've seen in the LCK thus far.
Oh, he's dead.
There's a problem.
No flash here. There's enough damage. You just avoid the stun. And
I think we're going to hit that point very, very, very fast because once these first items comes through, it's going to be a problem as Rascal gets taken down.
We do have the TP coming in. No shield available for Rascal. They're looking to turn it around, and Peanut will have to flash away. But here comes Bay, looking to turn it around. It's 2v3, but that's the first kill onto Peanut, and they don't seem to have the damage to go underneath that turret, and BDD is still moving forward. Not to mention that everybody on the side of Gen.G is also here, so really getting out of position and absolutely dunked as he was getting pretty desperate for that kill.
On both Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
This game, or this evening, not so much. Goodbye. Laters. Rascal just pieces up.
Ruler's the same level as Bay, by the way. BDD going a little bit too far forward, and he will actually die. Gets shot down before the ultimate does land, so maybe getting a bit overconfident, had very little vision.
Oh no, Peanut,
no.
you were hidden! You were safe! No!
He got rooted too. He's gonna try to jump the wall again. Like, okay. No,
We've seen.
Not even. Okay. Let me pad my damage stats as I die. Might as well.
Oh,
you could do there.
Yeah, this. Life. Oh, he's gonna get on top of it.
Oh
no!
We have Rascal here too. Just bullying them as much as possible. Really getting in there in the thick of things. And Rich just gives them the thumbs up. What else can he do? Well, apparently he can try to kill BDD. We'll see how that one goes, as he will not have the damage. There he goes. Flash comes in, Gore Drinker to the face, and just barely he will take down BDD.
BDD falling into the classic trap of, my team is fat, so I can be wherever I want.
Oh,
yeah, that's.
Doesn't kill him.
I'm pretty sure he's still gonna die. Oh, why are we zooming in on this?
The full zoom. Yeah.
That's just mean. It's just a series. Oh, come on. Guys, let them have that jump. It's just a series of unfortunate events, and like game 1, Nongshim just don't see. Oh, Ruler.
Okay, they're gonna get Ruler, and Gen.G maybe having a little bit too much fun. I don't know if it's gonna matter though, because here they come. As we talked about all those moving parts alongside of the Orianna ultimate, TP does come in, and so they will respect Rich, but here comes the turnaround. Looking for the perfect shockwave, I suppose. It hasn't come out just yet. And Rich still on the chase here, but not going to actually commit with the Mega Gnar, even 5v4. They have to play it safe.
I mean, it's chocolate and butter, right? Like, it's definitely not healthy.
Yeah, I don't,
it is very good.
Yeah, I guess it's impossible to taste bad. I just never even considered that combination before. Pretty interesting culture lesson, but Rich trying to teach BDD a thing or two about Gnar, and in fact, he is pretty tanky. So here we go. Clid trying to lead the charge. They are in a bit of a choke, and Light over the wall will be looking for the follow-up engage. We'll see if he can get it. Rich is unbelievably tanky, actually, right now. So that is one thing that I suppose Nongshim do have going for them. A lot of damage done to the side of Gen.G. And the disengage was actually pretty nice from the side of Nongshim.
They don't have anything to be afraid of. Then Rich
again. Here's the engage. They're going to find that backline, and they're looking to kill Ruler. He goes down immediately. Keep in mind, they have a Kai'Sa in their lineup. Gen.G doesn't seem too bothered by this. They still want to get on top of Rich, and there is no help from the side of Nongshim. They said, we wanted one pick, and we wanted out. We are not going to follow you in there, Rich, unfortunately. And trying to get in there once again is Life, but another kill over to the side of Duck Dom. Feels like he's slowly picking off kill by kill, but at the same time, Gen.G still will be able to take this fight for now, as they have the higher health bars.
Very clearly a plan behind what they're trying to do. It's just too little and too late here.
Will Duck Dom do it? Nope. It looks like the answer is no. They're going to give that one away, and they say, we are playing for the extreme late game. Although Rich does have a high Narbar here. Thinking about that engage, but a nice disengage from the side of Gen.G. Good concave means that it will be difficult to engage onto them. Rich will have to flash away. As Clid, extremely fast, he's got his chem tank, and now he's super slow, and also gets stunned down and immediately chunked out. The rest of Nongshim not in the mid lane, and with the Baron buff, Gen.G should easily be able to take down this inhibitor at least.
Game 1, but they're still looking great here.
All right, well, Bay is just left out to pasture. He actually survives for quite a long time. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. That was pretty surprising, but it still is going to be the win here for Gen.G, as Peanut will also be zoned away. Gen.G kind of playing with their food here. Clid probably calling for them not to end the game, but Duckdom having a little bit of fun himself. He's just gonna Killer Instinct back into the fountain. And wow, they're really just not gonna kill the Nexus, are they?
Oh, guy.
He's TPing back to his own base. That is pretty VM, but they get the win. At the end of the day, Pantheon does the most damage.
That's actually interesting. Rascal, of course, has been really strong in the early laning phase, then kind of punished afterwards. But it's also one of the curses of the Pantheon, if that makes sense, where you just want to be trading, you want to be pushing, you want to constantly put the pressure on. So sometimes it backfires. I think that is like one of the bright spots for Nongshim as well, where they're trying to play to their routes, which is something.